Yes. Happy morning, children. Hope you all are doing good and safe. Okay. So, children, in the last class also we have seen the same chapter, that is socialism in Europe and the Russian Revolution. Okay. In the last class, what are the concepts we have learned, children? So, we saw about the First World War, how the First World War affected the Russia. Okay. And then we have seen about the February Revolution. Okay. So how this First World War affected? So of course, due to the war, there was a economic loss. The financially they were not strong, and due to that, what happened? The food shortages, the lot of food and the bread and flour shortages were there. The people used to stand for the long queues in front of the bakeries or the ration shops to get the food, and the shortage of the food increased a lot. Okay, and the industry started to shut down, and the people started to revolt against those activities. So all those activities we have seen. Okay, even in the February Revolution also, the industries shut down without informing to the workers. So that is the reason what happened. The workers and the women, everyone started to protest against that, and they started to attack the polices, and they started to attack even the Winter Palace. So that is the reason what happened. Finally, Tsar Nicholas II, he thought that most probably the same situation may also come to me also, like Louis XVI. So with that fear, what happened? He started to, he started to escape. He started to abduct. So finally, once he started to escape, he escaped. The provisional government has been started there. Okay, this provisional government, what happened? It was with the hands of industrialists and the army people and the more powerful, the people who were financially strong. Only those people were controlling, or they were a part of that provisional government. And finally, in the year of 1917, the monarchy came to an end in Russia. Okay, finally, monarchy came to an end in Russia, and they started with the provisional government, that is a temporary government. They started to plan, and then they adopted the universal adult franchise. Okay, guys, you people know what do you mean by universal adult franchise, right? Irrespective of their caste, irrespective of their gender, irrespective of their status, rich or poor, whatever, the people will be having a right to vote. Okay, so finally they started with the provisional government by adopting all these things. Okay, later we are going to see about after the February. After that February Revolution, what happens in 1917 in Russia? Okay, so later you people can remember the Lenin. Do you guys remember the Vladimir Lenin? There was two groups. The socialist groups were there. So in that, the Bolshevik and the Menshevik groups were there. The socialist revolutionary people, they had formed a one group. So finally, as we know that the revolutionaries, what happens with the revolutionaries? So of course, whenever they will be doing some strikes, the mischievous things, so that's the reason they will be put in the jail. So same here also, Lenin was exiled. So he came back to Russia again in the April 1917. Okay, so that's what here we'll be studying about. A return of Lenin in 1917 and the Bolshevik soldiers towards revolution 1917 and the changes after October revolution. Here we'll be seeing about the October revolution, and after the changes of October revolution we'll go for civil war. Okay, yes children. Sorry. So after that February Revolution, so we have seen the February Revolution, the industrialists, the women, everyone, they started to protest against the government, and finally they succeeded in the formation of provisional government. So after that, what happens? Let us see here. The process for an elected government, restrictions on public meetings and associations lifted. So that is what the important thing. Yes or no? The people were they were expecting that only the elected government has to be formed, and there should not be any restrictions on the public meeting. There should not be any restrictions on the trade unions or the associations to have a meetings or to have an association, whatever. So finally all these restrictions has been removed. Okay, and then Lenin returned from exile. So as I told you people, the Vladimir Lenin, he has been returned from the exile. Okay, in the month of April 1917, he returned from the exile. And the release of a Lenin's April thesis. What do you mean by this? This is very much important question, children. Have to understand what exactly it means. Okay, what do you mean by the April thesis of Lenin's? So here what happens, he started to demand for the three demands. His three demands from the provisional government. So here we have to understand, children. So all of a sudden, just imagine he was in jail, the Bolshevik leader, the Lenin was in jail, and he came back and he started to demand a lot of things against the government. Do you think the people will start supporting him in the same way how they were supporting earlier? No. So that time what happened, many people, the many members who were in the Bolshevik party only, they were not ready to support Lenin. Okay, because they thought that just now this provincial government has been started or formed. Let us give some time for them. Let them do something for the society or something for the country. Let us see how those people will work. But this man Lenin was not ready to agree for that. He was keep on moving and demanding some lot of things. Okay, so let us see what do you mean by that April thesis. Yes, so the first demand is the war to be brought to an end and Russia should withdraw itself from the war. This is a very good demand. Yes or no, children? So what happened, already they saw a lot of casualties. Okay, because the Russia was the part of this war, the first world war only between 1914 to 1917. Okay, so the Lenin's demand was he didn't want the Russia to be the part of this war. He wanted it to withdraw the first world war. So that is a very good demand only, because the many casualties, many losses they have been already they paid for the war. And then the second one, it is land to be transformed to the peasants, thus the feudalism to be banned. So what do you mean by the feudalism? There will be another process. Nobles will be having the nobility people will only contain the land. So that has to be avoided. Okay. And the third demand was banks should be nationalized. So these are the three demands. This is known as the Lenin's April thesis. Guys, understand what are the, what do you mean by the Lenin's April thesis? You should know what are those three demands. Okay, after that, so all this demands, the war should come to an end and Russia should withdraw from the war, and then the land should be transformed to the peasants and the feudal system has to be abolished and the bank should be nationalized. So by seeing all his the activities and his ideas, so even the Bolshevik party members started to support him again. Okay, again they started to support the Lenin. See here, the Bolshevik party renamed as Communist Party. So the first thing what he has done, the Bolshevik party has been renamed as a Communist Party. And then within Bolsheviks, leaders differed on the issues of revolution. So as I told you people, they had the idea of the revolution was different. Within the Bolshevik party only, the ideas of the leaders were quite different on the issues of the revolution has been started. And then workers movement began and the trade unions grew. So what happened, we have seen what were the problems faced by the workers also. Yes or no, children? So the lot of problems faced by workers. So what happens, there was a there was no proper wages they were paying, there was no proper food supply was there, and they were facing lot, the working hours was not good. So that is it. And they didn't have any trade unions, the trade unions, if they start, that was considered as a illegal one. So later what happened, they started with the trade unions, workers movement, and all those things has been increased a lot. After that, what happened, seeing its power and influence reduced, provincial government took stern steps to curb the Bolsheviks. So here what happens, children? So by all these demands of this Bolshevik party, Lenin, what happened? The many people started to support him. The idea of Lenin's, the people started to support the Lenin. They started to grow a lot, and the many socialist people started to support the Lenin. So all these things, what happened, the provisional governments, they started to feel some insecurity. Okay, hope you guys are understanding, right? So they started to feel some insecurity. That means the people are supporting this man. So what will happen in future? What will happen next? So of course there will be a problem for the provisional government. Yes or no? So with that idea, they started to put some restrictions, and they take some the huge steps to curb the Bolshevik, to stop this Bolshevik's activities, or whatever the things he was doing. They were trying to reduce its power, reduce its influence on the people. Okay, and these are all the things which is happening in the city side. So these are all the problems, these are all the things which was happening in the city side of the Russia. But coming to the rural areas, what were the demands of the rural people? Just to redistribute the land. Yes or no? So that is what here they started in rural areas. Peasants, influenced by social revolutionaries, they started to seize the land. So those people in the rural side, the peasants and some influenced socialist revolutionaries, those people started to seize the land in between July to September. They started to seize the land from the noble people. Okay, so as I told you, people in the beginning only, the Russian peasants, they were not the innocent peasants. They were very strong, very bold, and very cruel people. They used to kill the nobles, they used to kill the landlords, and they used to seize the land. So same here also, the things has been happened. Okay, hope you guys understood, no children? Yes, it's about the October Revolution. So let's just recall once again with the after the February what happened. So in February Revolution, we saw that by the end of the February Revolution, they achieved in the formation of the provisional government, and the monarchy came to an end. So after that, yes, after that what happened, this, they adopted even the universal adult franchise also. So the restrictions on the public meetings, everything they started to remove. And then this leader, the Lenin, came back from the exile. So he started to demand the few things from the government. So what are the demands he was having? So the war should be come to an end, the Russia should withdraw from the war, and the lands to be redistributed to the peasants. The feudal system has to be come to an end, and then banks to be nationalized. So in the beginning, the people of the Bolshevik party only, they were not supporting the Lenin, but later they started to support the Bolshevik party, and the many workers, socialist people, everyone started to support the Bolshevik party. So the Bolshevik party has been renamed as a Communist party. Okay, so finally what happened, the provisional government started to feel some insecurity. Why? Because the Bolshevik party, the people, the huge crowd started to support the Bolshevik party. So that is the reason they started to take some, the measures, stern measures to stop the Bolsheviks' activities. This is about the city side, and countryside, the peasants started to seize the land from the noble people between July to September.